Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always seen. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Hey there, how's it going? Petey, we got to get you unmuted.
The classic, don't turn the mic on. I even had an intro there. It was a great one. I got this ticket I'm trying to get around here. We might get rid of this thing and redesign this.
I can see your face on my full screen. It's
you can?
No, it's like right here. Yeah,
what happened?
There you go. Ooh, no, there you're hiding. Now you're hiding.
There we go. Well, happy day after Thanksgiving. Happy November 27th. I am Mark Peterson with the People's Patriot Project and
Andrea Eichmann here with the People's Patriot Project.
We hope everyone had an absolute fabulous, and I have a graphic not coming up. Yeah, a fabulous Thanksgiving from our family to yours. And, it's, I don't know. I am so excited and happy. I don't love it, but there's an empty chair at our table, and it is an absolute honor. And it does suck sometimes not having that person sitting in that seat. But so we want to put a special thank you, attaboy, amazing family, amazing graces, for those families that have a missing seat at their table this year. And oddly enough, there were actually probably more than one missing person at the tables in the fact that everyone kind of went with a new plan this year. And so we know that's tough. It's all good. We're getting through this. We will get through this, and it's going to be amazing on the other side of the road. It doesn't matter anyway. So, with that said, this is our Remember Everyone Deployed Friday, Remember Red. And we just want to remember all those people that are out there making our pillow of liberty a little bit more comfortable for us, knowing that we don't have to worry about things for the most part. So thank you for all you that are out there on the front lines taking care of us.
For sure. A lot of you. I've read so many cool stories about what you're doing if you're overseas or you're deployed even stateside, and the people that have turned out to bring dinners and serve where you're staying, I hope. And if they're not, then we need to reach out and get to you better. But thanks for sharing some of those awesome stories with us.
Absolutely. And, as the People's Patriot Project, we do recognize our first responders as being on the front lines at the same time. And we have our nurses and doctors and caretakers and, the people that are in the long-term care centers right now, just doing what they can do best to make life as comfortable as it can be for the people that they're getting slammed and hammered for whatever reason, and it's our heart goes out to all of you, and thank you for the amazing task and service that you're putting out there to other people's family members, to be honest with you. So So last week, sadly, because of the world we're in right now, we had to cancel an event. It broke our hearts to cancel that event. That event was canceled because um, it was canceled. And we were supposed to have a food drive last Sunday on our 22nd. Now the 22nd is the People's Patriot Project Heroes Vigil Day, remembering those here today so we can remember those that aren't with us. And we were trying to collect food to donate back to those that have served and who um, may have a little bit of inconveniences in their life and may not have a place to live. And I haven't had a chance to read through this entire narrative.
Can I
Fred,
share
thanks
it?
for coming on, brother. Yeah, go ahead.
If I can share it. So Fred just sent a note saying that their grandfather, Staff Sergeant, is that right? SSG, Clarence Minica, I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but he'll be 99 on December 8th. And due to COVID concerns, the family did not rally as they have in years past from various states and distances. Grandpa is vibrant and still gets about daily on his family farm after the Second World War. He fought relentlessly with the 96th Infantry to include at Hacksaw Ridge in World War II. We'd like to share his address, I believe, so that honestly, if you can grab this or we can post it up again later, we'll get that and you can send him a birthday card.
I got goosebumps because this is exactly what we're about. This is exactly the narratives and the stories we want to get out there. And Fred, thank you for sharing that story. And Clarence, if you get a chance to see the show, thank you, sir, for the amazing thing that you did to choose to be part of something bigger than you and your service to this country. We greatly appreciate that. And I love these stories. And gosh, this just seriously, I got heebie-jeebies over here.
Oh yeah, we will share that out. Fred, thank you so much. We're gonna make sure Grandpa gets some birthday cards. I love doing those. Absolutely love those. I'll try to share that again later in case more people are joining us later.
Yeah. So back to our event that we had to cancel. Sergio Manancero of La Donna Cerveceria in Minneapolis, he's a veteran Marine, invited us to come down and help raise awareness and help collect foods. And here's the deal. I'm not upset about having to cancel the event. What I'm upset about is it took an opportunity away from us to continue to serve those that are a little misunfortunate right now. That mission didn't go away. We just didn't have the means and the resources at that time to make sure we got that. And so our mission never ends. There's no finish line. We're here every day. There are veterans and first responders that are in our need every day. And we're going to continue to move forward. And it is what it is. And it just doesn't go away. We canceled it. We canceled our fun part of it, and then we lost the part where we were serving. So,
and we'll get back to both. We will. We're on pause, so to say, right now, and so we'll get back to those.
Well, we'll get a chance to talk to. I know we'll get a chance to talk to Sergio on Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah, because he is on, and we'll do a little bit more talk up on that here in a minute. But we got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime on Sunday. We have Sergio Manancero, and so we're really excited to have that. And we got some other exciting pieces coming in about that. So the weird part is we didn't have any guests last weekend.
Right.
Because we were supposed to have Sergio. We were supposed to be having an event. We were supposed to. And to be honest with you, we got to have the awesome chance and opportunity to sit down, and we have some regulars that show up. We have Brian Gibson of Die Hard 22.
Project Die Hard.
Project Die Hard. He comes on and he shares his mission and what they're dealing with down in Paducah. I had the moment, Kentucky,
Kentucky, yep. And then their new place, Fabrush,
Fabrush in Illinois.
in Illinois, Makanda, Illinois. So.
And then sexy Scotty Sexton always shows up, and gotta love that guy. He's running his program down in Kansas, Forgotten 22, and we just had an awesome opportunity to have some dialogue and talking about our missions, and it always works out. It's been really good, and we have so many amazing people coming onto the show and sharing their pieces, and we weren't hurting for not having official guests, and so.
Oh my gosh, we went as long as, if not a little longer than, because we didn't have a musician either, and so Shad filled that in with some great music from Soldier Hard.
Yep.
Soldier Hard, and and the conversation was amazing, and the after conversation too. So thanks guys for being there. That was a great night of discussion.
So and that's not a very big graphic. I got to work on that, but we have a good friend out there who supports everything we're doing. Paul Bird of Minnesota Digital does come and asks. We're trying to work with him to get some of his product out into the world, and we just thank the fact that Paul has done a number of things for us and getting our word, our mission, our events out there. So we want to thank Paul and what Minnesota Digital has done for us. You want to talk about the next piece, or are you following? You got her?
I got it. So,
Okay.
we've gotten ourselves set up with Amazon Smile, and I actually ordered. I know this is strange, and I'm pretty tech savvy, but I really don't order online much. I'm kind of an in-store shopper, unless it's a store I don't like
at all.
No, I'm getting there. Right. So I went onto Amazon Smile, and it was so easy. I ordered actually some things for myself and then some Christmas presents, and Amazon Smile gives back, and it's not huge. It's not a huge give back because they have millions of nonprofits they're supporting. And so what it does though is it adds up over time, and because there's millions and millions of people that shop. If you can just click on Amazon Smile before you send your order in, and choose the People's Patriot Project as your nonprofit, it costs you nothing, and you're probably shopping anyway, and online like most people do. And so if you appreciate the People's Patriot Project and could do that little favor for us, that would be an amazing give back to us and not us, but our project and our people. So thank you in advance for that, you Amazon shoppers.
Yeah, and if you're now, and this is kind of goofy, it's not in our notes, and maybe it is later, and I'm just jumping ahead. There is another way to help out the People's Patriot Project. There is a program here in Minnesota called Choose Your Charity. Now, I know that so much of our supporters aren't in Minnesota. The really cool part is this doesn't saturate other people's. So, for example, I'm not in competition with Brian Gibson because Brian Gibson is down in Kentucky and Illinois, and he's doing his thing there. And we do support his organization, and we do bump into the pieces where they may be asking for donations at sometimes, and we're going to be asking for donations as well. Here's an example where you don't even have to reach into your pocket to do this. It literally takes 30 seconds. Once you're on the site, you type in your email, actually, if you search under Patriot, and you don't have to type in the People's Patriot Project, then you can pick us and vote for us. And Old National Bank of Minnesota is looking to give, I believe it's $15,000.
Up to.
Yeah. And plus the weekly and monthly vote earners also get $1,000 too. So that helps us too. Like right now, we're in the middle of adopting families for Christmas. We're looking at doing some staycations. We hate that word, just so you know. restitution and recovery retreats for families. Just, you know what, get them to go do something that brings great memories, recalibrates, but that's some of the things that we're in. And then we got our flagship mission where we're trying to raise funds to put together one of um, our resorts, for lack of a better word. It's a property that we're going to bring veterans and first responders and families and trainings and all kinds of things. So that's an awesome chance there. Again, I guess we could have the quick conversation about Giving Tuesday.
You got it!
I would like to get a little feedback from people when you hear our song clash. If that is, I know sometimes when I got my headset on, I'm like, oh my gosh, if I hear this thing one more time, I'm gonna. But if it grabs your attention, that's the purpose. That's the reason. Here we come. Here we are. The oxymoron. But this coming Tuesday, December 1st, is Giving Tuesday. We are out there for a campaign of $100,000 this year. We've had some amazing gifts already, and we thank you. Now, because of this little, I did get it. Look, I found that one.
Oh, there's Sergio. Yay.
Sergio and Joe Bateman, who we'll have on this weekend with another added guest for this coming weekend. I look like I'm scattered today. We have Steve Geiner coming as well, who's an artist here in Minnesota. I have to go take a trip down and see one of his memorials he put together tonight, and I'm really excited about that. So now that I'm bouncing all over the place,
back to
life.
What were you? Back to reality.
To reality.
What were you talking
about? I don't know.
Oh my gosh, you just jumped right into that thing.
I know.
December 1st. So here's
December
the deal.
1st.
We've gotten some awesome. This is kind of cool. This is how this is going to work out. So we've gotten some awesome donations already. And I would never tell people, hey, hang on with your donations and come back on Tuesday, right? But on Tuesday, not Amazon, but Facebook is matching. Oh my gosh, for like the first how many $1 million they'll match up to certain
$200 million, I thought it was.
Yeah. And so so what I'm going to do is those donations that were already given, I'm going to match those on Tuesday.
Are?
Yeah, so that I can get the Facebook match. How's that?
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome.
I know. So it don't cost me tons of money, you guys, but that's okay because I'm super in the spirit right now. And so I'm going to put that in on, so whatever amount we're on, I don't know, but yeah, so I want to take advantage of that matching. So I'm going to do that on Tuesday. And I ask if you guys have considered donating. And I know many of you that have in the past or maybe thinking about giving. It counts more if you do it on Tuesday. And that's amazing. And I'm on the down low. I don't know that Facebook is my favorite thing ever, but they're doing this. And I think it's great of them to do this. And so if you're thinking about donating to the People's Patriot Project, Tuesday would be a great, great day to go right on Facebook and donate. Thank you so much. And speaking of that, I'm going to let you.
I had the graphic, and I'm trying to get it up real quick, real fast. Okay. We have an amazing gift.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, we have an amazing gift for everybody. We have the people that we got in our world are so cool. And I'm right on the verge of getting it. Sorry, I'm stalling. Anyone have a joke? How many people like eggnog?
Wait, I got something. Did you hear about John Travolta?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
My gosh.
That's a good one.
John Travolta. I got to just find the details, you guys. John Travolta apparently was sick. And he was hospitalized for suspected COVID-19. But the doctors have now confirmed it's only Saturday night fever. Right. And they assure everyone that he will be staying alive. Yep. Apparently, He had chills that were multiplying. I'm sorry, I'm a fan. I'm a fan
You're
of
such a
all
dork.
of those movies. I know, that's my age, I guess. Even Faith would get the multiplying though, because we must have watched Grease 18,000 times when she was little. Thank you, John Travolta. Thank you for allowing us to get through this with
Make fun and have some.
yeah, good times. I also
Andrew
had
had he asked permission for that too, but
yeah, he sent it right to me. Heard it. Someone else, and I got to give someone on Overwatchers had this on their post, and because I stayed at home a long time with my kids, and I'm a language arts teacher, right? So words and terms to me are funny and interesting. And so I saw this, the term domestic housewife. It implies that there is a feral housewife. And so now I have a new life goal. There we
oh,
go. Okay.
what do I
I'm
do
not
with
at
you?
home all the time anymore. I teach little ones, but at some point I'm gonna take advantage of that. So yep, there we go.
Yeah, Mark, how you
There
doing?
we go.
Oh, I'm doing
So
good.
do I need to okay, so those of you that I didn't get to have a huge holiday for Thanksgiving yesterday. My mom was super nice to invite me over and have dinner with her. So it was just her and my dad. And so we went over for dinner. Um, I guess that turned into some card games too. And it was super fun, but very, very low key. So today is actually my kids, they all went off with their significant others yesterday. And the ones out there in Bismarck, they can't come. And the ones with little kids aren't going to come because they're trying to not go out and about so much. And so um, I've been cooking all day today. I'm not a cook. This is a weird thing, right? I don't really cook. So I didn't really cook anything. I baked bread. That's what I did all morning. And I watched my daughter-in-law make an amazing pecan pie. My favorite. I can't wait to try it. She's way more domestic than me, so her life goal can change when she gets older too. But that's what I've been doing. I saw a lot of you put pictures of your spread from yesterday. Thanks for sharing. Some amazing, amazing birds out there. Great job. Great job, you guys.
So I don't know what's going on. I've loaded it like 4 times and it's not coming up. So it is just one of those special gifts we get with having technology, this and that. And to think a year ago we wouldn't have had this. But so on Tuesday from 6 to 8, we have
PM.
Jen Ford, Joe Bateman, BJ Leggett, Doug Lane, Don Ricks, Shannon Book, Dom Coors, and we have many, many, many others who have committed to coming on and doing a night for music with us. I have got, again, those Holy Ghost bumps. The people we work with are amazing, and we thank these guys and gals for their amazing craft of music and their willingness to come on. And we're going to pump out, a song every 5 minutes, and we're going to, you know what, if it takes longer than 2 hours, we're okay with it. But we'll be live for those 2 hours on Facebook with all these amazing artists, and we're going to keep the conversation down to a minimum, and hopefully, remember it's our Giving Tuesday, and if you're not giving to us, I'm 100% fine with that. Find something to give. Find something to give to someone. Um, that's how we're going to get through this, and we greatly appreciate everything and all those that have already given so much already. So we did a good job of
Absolutely. I
starting.
haven't shared this with Mark yet. Of what?
Go. What
Oh,
do you got?
I haven't told you this. So Carly and I we're going to do a practice on this. We bought we're going to do bags of love and get them to our veterans and our first responders. And so we bought a bunch of baggies and a bunch of stocking stuffer type things. And so Facebook and Network for Good and all these charity type businesses that we work with who do a Giving Tuesday thing suggest that you do some live action. And that's what the music is all about. That's our thank you to those of you and our, hey, come and see these guys, our thank you to them, those performers that are performing for us. And as mine and Carly's thank you, we're going to put together these bags of love they would be stockings, but stockings are harder to ship. We want them all to stay together in a baggie. And so we're going to be doing that, and we're going to practice it tomorrow and Tuesday, depending on time and situation. We'll be live on the People's Patriot Project, putting together some of those bags as well and
Awesome.
getting them ready to ship out. So, or maybe just be delivered. I have some contacts for some local departments that I need to make yet, but yeah, so that'll be kind of fun too. So we're giving even in a different way.
Yeah. And so we got Tuesday, and we've already kind of told you we got our Sunday. We got your 6 at 6. On Sunday, we'll have our musical guest will be Joe Bateman. We'll have Sergio, veteran Marine business owner in Minneapolis, and then we also have artist Steve Geider, who I'm going to meet today. Just amazing things going on, and we're going to keep going with that narrative and sharing how amazing things are going on, which slips us into, oh my gosh, and Andrea has been phenomenal doing this and putting this together and having the conversations. So we had one of our Leos in Minnesota come to us and say, hey, I've got somebody that's got a dog, and then we have this dog that wants to be donated to be for a service dog. And we're like, okay, well, let's kind of look. We didn't really have anybody in mind at that moment. We know there's a ton of need out there. We also don't necessarily promote some of the things we're doing, like, hey, who wants a dog? Because everyone wants to have a dog. That's so, I mean, we're gentle in looking and finding, and we found a veteran that we thought a veteran Army Ranger, who has a dog part-time because the dog gets to travel with his children, but doesn't have the dog with him all the time, which it just all works out. It's beautiful. There's probably about 12 people in the network that we're having this conversation with, in and out, trying to get everything planned. We have the dog, we have the training for the dog, and we have the veteran. And this will be something that'll be happening here in the next couple of months. And so we're very excited about that. And Andrea has done just a phenomenal job in keeping the contact and everyone alive in the conversation. And so I want to personally thank Andrea for doing that. And then also just the amazing network of people that we have that reach out to us and know that there's needs. So
thank you. Honestly, I've met some very cool people in this process as well. I at one point said, I need to kind of know the story, because I feel a middleman, I guess is what I would call it. I wasn't sure where everything was coming from and how it was going to all be put together. And in the midst of all that, I met that whole network of people, and it's amazing. You meet the best people when you're trying to do good for others. So that's been a cool network as well.
are you going to take the next one?
Yeah. We have 2 families cleared, and we're in contact with both of them. I think we talked about them a little bit last week and weren't sure where we stood. And so I worked a lot this week with one of the families. So we've got an injured and recent amputee Army veteran. And then we have an injured Leo who's, their lifestyle is different now. I think they're figuring things out. And so that's a process that I don't want to interrupt. And so we're working piece by piece with them and putting together a super holiday package for them. It's amazing because needs and wants become so very clear. And I know when you're the recipient, it's hard to say that I want anything. And I can appreciate that. I appreciate that to the ends of the earth. And so you guys, that's what our collections are for these days, on our website and on Facebook and wherever you see us asking for donations. We just want to do up this Christmas for this family that wants and needs so little. I shouldn't say needs. And it's not monetary needs. That all helps. But they're learning a new way of life. And so we want to put the decorations up. We want to bring the tree in and put it up. We want to deliver the things that would just take time away from their family as they're just putting pieces together. And
Well,
so, yeah.
so that's the fine line that we're always balancing, is because you know what? Putting the Christmas tree up together as a family is family time. And we don't want to rob. We're not trying to steal any of that from them. I just want everyone to kind of think for a moment. You as a service member, you as a person that is a first responder, how willing you are to sit there with your hand out. Now, I say that facetiously because I know you don't do it. I know you don't ask. I know you work your butt to the bone, and we know this. These are two families that have significant life altering changes, and I know we're going through stuff, all of us. We're trying to keep a little bit of the anonymity of the families as well, in the fact that you know what, these people aren't asking to be feeling sorry for. They don't want that. They're not asking for that. But we've got a veteran that's learning how to walk without a leg. I mean, he's brand new in October. The story of our Leo is gut wrenching. He was doing his job and he was significantly damaged because of his job. In the worst possible way. And it is what it is. And their family will never, ever, ever, ever be the same. And we're just trying to be that net to catch the extras and give them something a little bit more. I almost want to share the story of our double amputee, what he posted. Maybe we'll save that. We'll save that one.
Let's talk that one on Sunday.
Well,
maybe he wants to pop in too. And
oh man, we'll have the 2-hour show on Sunday too.
I wish he lived closer. I'm gonna figure out what we can get. He's gonna get one of my big stockings stuffed with goods because I love that guy. He's
so all the stuff that we're doing, you can catch on Heroes Media Group with Adam Bird, Adam Bird. And we are in the processes of, you'll always see us with Shad Turner and Veterans Unite podcast. This is a partnership, and we love working with Shad, and he does such an amazing job with what he does, and he makes sure that we get out there. Another great giver in our community and in our network is Miss Kelly Sharp of the Barber Sharp in North Minneapolis. Stay tuned. She's got some big things that she wants to do. She's picked a day of the month where she is going to service members and first responders. And we thank you, Kelly, for everything. So if you need to get dolled up a little bit as a dude, go see Kelly Sharp. She'll take care of you. Tell her Patriot Pride. She'll know exactly. That's not a discount code or anything. I'm going to be honest with you.
She'll just be really nice.
She's going to be giving. She's going to be giving a significant portion of her shop to the People's Patriot Project, and it's not even to the People's Patriot Project. It's to people that have served. And so we thank her and love having her being part of our program and what we're doing. We already did the Choose Your Charity.
Yes. Yep. Old National Bank.
Yeah.
I actually saw them. I drove by the other day.
Yeah.
I didn't know where they were located, but I found it. Yep. That's awesome. Yeah.
The People's Patriot Project. This is the opportunity, if you never had the chance to serve. It's the opportunity for you to continue your service after you've already served. It is, we do say we are the beacon of hope and opportunity.
I know, I just don't want you to finish. Can I share? Brian Gibson shared a little story, and I know this hits his program. Sure. Exactly. And since you're talking about collaboration, and that's what we're doing, and if some of you might want to grab your tissues, I just am going to try to read it. This is why. This is what's in our minds when we get to the holidays, and what we do year round always hits harder during the holidays. So it was Brian. Brian, thank you so much for sharing. And I'm not stealing this from you. This is a direct story from Brian. He just shared in his Project Die Hard. Okay. It was a chilly evening. The veteran was home alone, sitting before a blazing fire, contemplating giving up on life. When there was a knock at the door, a long-lost battle was standing there. The veteran welcomed the battle. It's been a long time. The battle just nodded. The battle made himself at home but said nothing. In the grave silence, he contemplated the dance of the flames around the burning logs. After some minutes, the battle took the fire tongs, carefully picked up a brightly burning ember, and placed it to one side of the hearth all alone. Then he sat back in his chair, still silent. The veteran watched all this in quiet contemplation. As the one lone ember's flame flickered and diminished, there was a momentary glow, and then its fire was no more. Soon it was cold and dead. Not a word had been spoken since the initial greeting. The battle realized it was time to leave. He slowly stood up, picked up the cold, dead ember, and placed it back in the middle of the fire. Immediately it began to glow, once more with the light and warmth of the burning coals around it. As the battle reached the door to leave, the veteran said with a tear running down his cheek, "Thank you so much for your visit, and especially for the message. I won't give up." The veteran opened the door just a split second later to say one more thing, and the battle was gone. We live in a world today which tries to say too much with too little. Consequently, few listen. Sometimes hearing the message from a battle, oh boy, I lost my spot. I'm sorry. Sometimes hearing the message from the battle is what the veteran needs. This is the mission of Project Die Hard, to make a place where a veteran can come and hear the message of hope. We need your help to get FileBrush up and running. Visit www.projectdiehard.org for more information and see how you can help. And that's that story. But I've read several stories about the holidays are hard, and I think this year will be harder. And I think that depends a lot on, it'll be even harder depending on what state you live in right now. So please don't ever give up. Our numbers are readily available. Brian's, Scott's, anybody. We got a lot of numbers out there. Please, before you think about giving up, call one of them. Call one of them and talk to us.
Yeah, I got a little somber on. It needs to be talked about. Come see us on Sunday. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime, and we are so excited to have the opportunity to serve you and to serve those that need to be served. So, if you're interested in being part of the collaboration, if you're interested in being part of the mission, reach out to us. There's other ways to give. It's not always about the pocketbook, and I know that's the tough one. We'll get through that, and we will always serve with what we have, regardless of what we have. With that said, Patriot Pride.